Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a match between Soulkey and Mini here on Polypoid. This is your Patreon cast for the week of Christmas for 2020. If you're watching this in 2020, thank you very much for being a patron of mine on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. And if you're watching in 2021, hello the future. Hit that like button. Alright, so in the top right-hand corner, we have the orange Zerg player. It is Soulkey. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the blue Protoss player. Oh, it looks so shiny and nice. It is Mini under his Smurf name, Musapa. Got some players watching this. Bishop is here, Organ's here. GG Amoda is here as well. Trot, I don't know who Trot is. But anyway, we got some observers in the house regardless. People have asked me, how do you get this here shiny Nexus? And it's not actually showing up on the hatchery. I don't know why. Anyway, if it looks like this, it's because I pre-ordered the remaster is all. And so if you want to get it and you don't have it, I don't think there's a way to get it anymore, which is kind of a bummer. But hey, they're trying to incentivize people to pre-order things, you know? Anyway, gateway opening here from Soulkey. Oh, what pool is that? 9 pool? Nope, overpool. Okay, yes, exactly. Overpool here from Soulkey. Nothing too aggressive, just a, you know, fairly standard opening. And what you really want to do is scout this, though. So he is actually going to head top right after heading towards the left a little bit for some reason that I don't quite understand, and then juking all the way back to the top right here. Let's see what we're doing. Anyway, I'm so excited for this, man. Soulkey is one of my favorite Zerg players. Mini is such an incredibly solid, amazing Protoss player too. This should be just a slugfest of epic proportions, quite possibly. I mean, I'm not here to tell you it is epic because we don't know yet. We're at the minute one, and minute 2 starts now. So epic does not enter into the equation as far as I'm concerned until something crazy happens. We haven't been there yet. So a pool finishes. Now, how many lings do we want to make here? Which, by golly, is he really keeping this? He's keeping this probe out. Soulkey, you dog. I mean, basically, he recognized there wasn't an expansion yet. So I think that's all the information he needs. He recognizes that there is a potential for 6 lings to be heading over very, very soon. So we're making a zealot. We're not expanding yet. If this was hatch first play, you definitely would want to expand. But as it stands, the probe's job, you know, with all of the, what, 10 HP that it has, is to see how many lings there are. And currently, okay, so there are at least 4. That's good to know. That's good to know. You might actually want to just throw down a cyber core. Honestly, you cannot. Oh my gosh, he's expanding. All right, man. 6 lings are coming down. And I guess there's already a zealot out and the zealot in the wall. I mean, this isn't a wall by any stretch. If he doesn't... Man, just run by, guys. Honestly, at this point, having 6... Yeah, look at this. Having lings inside the main base forever and ever sucks. This is good. Blocking the ramp is really nice, but by golly, this early... No, remember what I said about blocking the ramp? Ugh! Alright, well, there's 2 lings inside the house forever now. These aren't Jadong lings. They're not here forever and ever. Holy smokes, we're making more Zerglings, guys. And speed is on the way. And another pair of Zerglings in production. This is horrifically bad for Mini. I don't like this at all. So now this ling, I don't know. He's already taken some hits, so all it takes is one bit of a lazy moment from Soulkey, and this guy's gonna die. I love the continued zealot production. There it is. There is the forge coming up now. He recognizes this is a boatload of Zerglings. This is not good. I would say this is not good for Mini, except he's got 3 zealots out. He's got a nice little wall. He's got 4 zealots, and a 5th one coming in here. Did he get this? He got the Zergling. Ah, he's fine. There's no scouting happening in here anymore. He's got everything contained outside the wall. Dude, a cannon's going to get started, and that's really going to shut it down. Like, if the lings are going to do anything, it's going to be now, right? Once that cannon finishes and there's a cannon firing at him the whole time while the zealots are hacking him with their psi blades. How are we doing, guys? Zealots actually not doing super hot. But there's probes in the fight. Oh, this micro from Mini is sick. Soulkey wants to win this game now. I'm just telling you, he wants to win it right now. And he's not going to, is the problem. There's cannon 1 up right. So, ooh, but the gateway! And now there's lings inside the house again. This is just Ling flooding time from Soulkey. I did not expect this behavior from him, to be honest with you. Like, I've definitely seen him go for the Hydralisk pressure against Protoss. But this Ling pressure against somebody as skilled as Mini is honestly just disrespectful is what it is. Look who's got a third base coming up, though. That's right, Soulkey does. So he's going for incredible amounts of zergling pressure. He's killed a couple probes, maybe, but it's 24 to 13 workers right now in favor of the Protoss. The Protoss has 2 bases rolling. It's kind of 2 bases rolling here from Soulkey, but not really. He only has 13 drones, y'all. Look at that saturation in the main. It is not good. So, alright, if you can keep these Lings alive, I don't know how Mini doesn't win this game at this point. Like, your strategy as a Zerg player with all these Lings early is to win fast. If you don't win with it, you're behind a lot economically. So very much economically. It's 25 to 15 workers right now. I mean, look at this Zealot. Yeah, that's right. You get out of my house. This Zealot has 8 kills. His name is Carl. Carl the Zealot. Very brave warrior. He's from Ire and all that cool stuff. Anyway, hope that you're enjoying the 1440p. In the cast. I think that's what we're looking at here today. Got a new 1440p monitor. That's what I got myself for Christmas, and it's been very nice. Be able to cast in some higher resolutions and video game in some higher resolutions. Yes, yes. Alright, so we're droning, right? We're done at this point. We've got a handful of Lings. Just making sure the Zealot pressure is not going to move out anytime soon, and it kind of is. I mean, this one, is that Carl? Carl leave the safety, like the safe confines of the main base, and he's out here now? Dude, Carl it is. It's Carl. Do not sacrifice Carl for nothing, please. Do not send him out there as a sacrificial lamb to those Zerglings. You keep him safe. Carl is a warrior, man. You go ahead and send him into battle with appropriate support. But for heaven's sakes, do not send him alone just to die, please. Carl is our friend. Okay, well, Carl... He's leading the charge, everyone. I don't see this going well for Carl. Oh, hold on. He's alive. He's technically alive. The Lings are going for a run by here. Oh, Carl's dead. Goodbye, Carl. Ended up... Maybe... No, didn't get the 9th kill. Rest in peace, Carl, man. He did everything he could for Ire and for the Protoss, and now he's dead. But, you know... It was a valiant death. It was a brave death. He went down swinging. Every Zealot wants to die swinging. They don't want to die in their bed of old age. That's the worst way to die for a Zealot, I believe. Alright, what's going on? Lair coming up in 8 minutes. It's late because of all the Ling pressure, but that's totally cool. Probably a Spire would be my guess. Although, it's a Hydralisk den, so maybe not. Maybe instead we're going to go for the Lurker play. Oh, Porque no los dos. There's your Spire. Alright. So we're going to go Lurker Mutalisk, possibly? Or maybe just Scourge to deal with the Observers, and it's going to be largely Lurker Hydra. Entirely possible. Storm's being researched for the Protoss, so he should have an answer for whichever one of the things this is. It's a weird third base. It's really hard to protect. You got this giant wide ramp leading into it. You have a giant wide ramp over here leading into it. It's not ideal... If you're trying to defend it. You need more Lings than you otherwise would. Sunkens aren't really going to hold the line here, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, you know what? If you make a lot of Lings, and you get the Sunken support, that's where things go good for Zerg. If you've got Hydras and Lings, great. If you've got Sunkens and Lings, great. If you just have Lings against this much stuff, it's not going to go well for you. Oh, +1 attack is done. Ay caramba. +1 attack is complete for the Protoss. I don't think there's even an evolution chamber for Soulkey right now. Oh, no, he's got one. He's just not researching anything. Alright, fine. Fine enough, as is. Ooh, is that a Dark Archon? Of course, that's a Dark Archon. It is the year 2020. Well, for most of us. The year of the Dark Archon, man. I think it's just part of the meta. I think it just is. This is a replay I got from RJB, which you're not surprised by, but it's a recent replay, and therefore Dark Archons are kind of the play. Yeah, that was horrible from Soulkey. I really think Mini has this game. I don't know. It's 53 to 29 workers. So many lings have been thrown away unnecessarily today. I don't feel good about this for Soulkey at all. If he can pull this out, it's going to be one of the more astounding comeback victories in a ZVP I've ever cast. So, I mean, don't turn this cast off. It's not over yet by any stretch. Soulkey, he's one of the players that people will click on a game just because it says Soulkey on it. So that's how good he is. I kind of like to see Mini commit to something here. I'm not sure. Oh, there's 2 Sunkens now. I was going to say, 1 Sunken's probably not enough. He did make a group of Mutas. Holy crap. You know who didn't open up Stargate today? It's Mini. Oh, man. Muta-ling is actually great. See, this is the thing. Right? Lings combined with stuff is good. Ultralisk Zergling. Mutalisk Zergling. But Zerglings by themselves aren't really going to win many games past, you know, the 5-minute mark. They can definitely win games before that. But once you pair them with something, they are so much better. Look at this Muta control. God, Soulkey. Is he going to win this thing with Muta control? It's entirely possible. Maelstrom! Maelstrom is here. The Mutalisk cannot move. There we go. It wears off. Oh, there was no storm paired with it. I was worried about a storm coming in. The Lings had to come in and sacrifice some of their little bodies in order to make sure the Mutas didn't all die to some splash damage. Dude, this Zealot count is just getting obliterated. It is not a happy Zealot count. Oh, he's microing against this Archon. Ow. Ow. Okay, it worked once. Let's just back out. You take 1 shot from an Archon, you're going to have a bad time. Hey, look who's getting a 3rd base over here. Of course, Mini is. Because of course he is. Macro Hatch. Another Macro Hatch here. I'm always 100% in support of Macro Hatches. Hive coming up at 12 minutes. Getting Dragoon range here at 12 minutes. It's, again, when there's that much aggression in the early game, that's when things get weird. Timings are off. Upgrade timings are weird. You're getting them later. Expansion timings are late. Shield battery. Dude, we get a shield battery in this game. Okay. I am in full support of shield battery. Ow, ow, ow. Fare thee well, Zealot. Alright, what are we at? 124 to 90 total supply. Mini, it's got one heck of a lead. Again, Soulkey with some incredible micro and some incredibly cost-efficient trades can do this. I'd like to see him get Plague as soon as possible. His Hive is not done yet, so he's working on it. Dude, extra shots on this Dark Archon. Not going to kill it. There's too much support is what there is. But, I mean, this 4th base is just now getting started from Soulkey, and Mini's on his 3rd base, and happily mining from his 3rd base. There is a window here where Soulkey either needs to win a big engagement, or kill a base, or something. He needs something to pull back even in this game. Because right now, it's relatively close to even. But I'd say he's still down, especially based on worker count. That was not a good trade at all. Zealot's trying to take down this 4th base, but see again, Ling Lurker, another great compositional choice. Lings just kind of pair well with everything if you're a Zerg player. I'm trying to think, maybe Zergling like Devour isn't great. Zergling Guardian, maybe not super hot either, but I just think Zerglings are kind of the ultimate complementary unit. Not that they give compliments, but that they complement other units in the Zerg organization. Yeah, this Ling Muta stuff is pretty hot, but Storm counters it so well. And if there's Maelstrom and Storm, these Mutas are in a lot of trouble. Okay, these are like just sacrificial Lings, man. Get out of there. Oh, they're bait. They are bait. Chase me up here, he says. I'm going to roam down this way and see what I can do. Jumping on this, there is the shield battery. Of course there's Storm. I don't know what he expected to happen there. I really don't. I do love that he's active out on the map. I gotta give him 1 billion points for that. Oh my gosh, a greater spire's on the way. Dude, these ZVPs, we are getting some weird stuff in them recently, and I really, really enjoy it. Highly, highly enjoy it. Once again, Zergling's trying to find... Oh my gosh, they might actually get a kill. Hold on. Please hold. Oh, they got a Dragoon. Massive victory. The Mutalisks coming in. And jumping. No, backing out. So I don't know. Soulkey is obviously very capable of looking at a situation and very instantly deciding whether or not it's going to be a good situation for him. Ooh, this is a base too. I keep forgetting this is here. Yeah, 4 base to 4 base though. I don't... Man. The Lurkers are out, the Hydras are out, but there's Dragoons and there's Storm, and there's no Dark Swarm yet. No Defilers. I don't see this really working. It's 194 to 116 supply. If Soulkey is going to work some miracles, it's got to be very soon, ladies and gentlemen. The Lings are getting absolutely countered by these +2 Zealots on the backside with armor. The Lings are just desperately trying to jump on top of these units. Can't quite do it. The Archon hasn't... Okay, so there's your Maelstrom on like 3 Zerglings and a Hydra. It's a bit of a desperate situation. Like, the Archon did not want to die there. Yeah, man, it's 173 to 94 supply. I don't... Cancels those eggs because Storm is so good against eggs. Eggs, man. Defenseless eggs. And it's a weird SimCity setup, at least. The Sunkens are... Dude, did you just hold that with, like, 3 Lurkers, maybe 4 Lurkers, and 2 Sunkens? Mini is seriously going home. He's up 100 supply. There is no 5th base for Soulkey. He's on 4 bases. He's trying to get a 5th base up desperately, but the army in the neighborhood, he sends out, like, 1 Zealot to check this top left, and that's done. Yeah, this just looks like too much... Way too much Protoss right now, friends. And yet, he decides to back out. Is it attacking up a ramp that's freaking him out right now? Dark Swarm is here. That is definitely concerning. We're also working on Plague-oo. And they're... Musapa getting... Oh, he's getting a 5th base. 5th base right side. I was like, oh, unless he gets a 5th base. He is! I don't see how many loses this. Oh, I think Storm killed that Archon. That's unfortunate. Dark Archon in the mix. Dark Swarm up. This 5th base is getting completely countered by the Zerglings. Alright, so that's a win. Soulkey gets a victory today. If he gets that 5th base up and holds Mini to 4 bases, kind of like what we're seeing. I don't know. Did Mini just miss... Look at this single Guardian coming up. Is there some Muta-harass down here? I don't assume it did very well with all these cannons. Yeah, I don't know. 3 kills is not bad. Another engagement, and the Dark Swarm is doing so well against these Dragoons. The Zealots are trying to get up to the front here, but the Lings and the Lurker are doing some work there as well. And once again, just too many Lurkers, too many Lings, too much Hydralisk. The Dragoons aren't super great in this situation. And Mini has to tap out again. He's really trying hard to kill Soulkey. It is not working out. What he needs to do is probably go after this top left base, which has taken some hits, actually. So I probably missed a Zealot attack up that way, but it didn't actually kill the hatchery, so we're fine. Is this Guardian going to try to do anything, or just kind of... There you go. He's going to move out in search of probes to murder. Oh, never mind. We're just going to kill... Oh, wait. He's going to get stormed. Ready? amazing. You have a second storm, bud? You sure do. And there's your Guardian Death Sound. Alright, so Zealot attack number 2 coming up the left side. Too many lings, though, man. This is just 2 zerglings with adrenal glands. They try to assassinate that Defiler. Can't quite pull it off. Got more lings running through the middle of the map, just getting intercepted by Zealots, by Dragoons. They're just in too small numbers to do anything right now. So Soulkey hanging on by the skin of his teeth, and I feel like he's been doing this for the last 10 minutes. If not last 15 minutes. He's not winning any engagements in the middle of the map. He did kill the 5th base attempt by Mini, which is awesome of him. A Plague does get tossed down. Alright, on a couple of these Zealots. Yeah, this is just abject chaos right now. Everybody's plagued. There's Storm going down everywhere. Dark Archon is somehow still alive. He probably tossed up a feedback, which is why he has a single kill here. Okay, Defiler down. Storm for extra insurance. Ursidon running around on the map a little bit. Another Plague. Ooh, just catching a lot of these gateway units here. That is so many High Templar, though. That is an ultimate amount of High Templar right now. That is just everything you have on the ground is getting stormed into oblivion. Once again, coming up, he just seems incredibly unwilling to come up a ramp where there's lurkers. No matter how many, is it 2 lurkers? Fine. Is it 1 lurker? Okay. We're Plague-oo! Alright, that one deserved a Plague-oo in true Korean commentator fashion. That is so much Plague stuff. Dude, Soulkey is on his way back. That 6th base getting up is massive. No 5th base here. No 5th base here. The options for expanding for Mini are dwindling. Alright, let's try to take down the 4th base at the 12 o'clock position. Everybody, mash yourself up this ramp. Archons, attack stuff. I don't care what it is. Got ourselves a Defiler, throwing up Dark Swarm to defend the couple lurkers that exist up this way. But I think a lot of these drones are going to die. There's really not much army defending this 12 o'clock at all. Yeah, the Zealots, with their +3 attack and +1 armor and +1 shields, are very problematic indeed. Ton of observers in the mix. No real Scourge to pick them off. Hydra's not doing a good job prioritizing them whatsoever. Zerglings are coming from the backside, directly charging into the mouths of Archons with 8 kills on that one, 10 kills on that one, 12 kills on this guy, and all of 1 HP, but all the shields you could ever want. This is really good for Mini right now. Drones trying to transfer out of there. 3 of them do get out. There are 2 additional bases to head on over to for safety purposes. Zerglings, everything pouring up, trying to catch this army out. It's still 162 supply for Mini. Dude, 18 kills, 19, 24, 26, 25 kills, 27 kills before he gets taken down. Those Archons paid for themselves immensely giant swell of 3-1-1 Zealots to counter the Zerglings that are running around up here. As they will, especially if they're not plagued. This is a big-time problem for Soulkey. Okay, Lurkers, much better. Lurkers in the mix. Gonna help. Again, Ling Lurker, much better than pure Ling in this situation. Macro Hatch survives. He really should replant this one. There's 3,000 gas left in that visor, that geyser. I'm gonna say visor for some reason. I don't know why. Man, Mini, he's just been so far up today in supply. Plague-oo! I don't know how he hasn't won this game, but the Plagues have been sick. The Lurkers have been here to clean up anybody who is plagued, although nope. The Zealots won that battle without question. Oh, the Observer gets sniped too late. The Lurkers are all gone. Ah, the drone train gets stormed. It is 54 to 30 total workers right now. Plague. Ooh. This whole group of zealots, just all of them. Storm, 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 storm. Storm, good unit. Oh, gotta get that Archon before he finishes summoning. It says the merging is complete, though. Why does it show up as summoning there? Plague, ooh, the plagues have been so sick. The plagues have been so sick. But the 6th base is gonna go down. The 5th base is rolling for many along this left side. They're just, when the zealots are plagued, they're so much easier to deal with. And High Templar unsupported. No, that's never going to happen. 108 to 61 supply. It is a 61 supply Soulkey right now with 30 drones. Is he making more workers? No. Well, now he is. But he was making zerglings for the most part. And I think this is too well established for zerglings to take it down now. If you had some Dark Swarm, maybe. Oh, it's a probe transfer. I was like, is this under attack? No. Just a probe transfer. Bottom left base, 7th being taken here. No, wait. 6th. 6th base coming down here for Mutsapa. Bottom left-hand corner. Again, I feel like Mutsapa has had the lead in this game, and that Soulkey, after his initial zealot attacks, did not do as much as they needed to do. Not enough damage, not enough death, not enough destruction, that he's just been on the back foot. But that was 15 minutes ago. So we're at 26 minutes into this game, and it's double the supply. Mini has double the supply of the Zerg player. And the only explanation I have as to why Soulkey is alive as he snipes a High Templar is because of that stuff like that. Sniping a High Templar, the plagues have been unreal. The Dark Swarms have been really good, but it's really been Plague. When your enemy is making this many Zealots, Plague is the key to victory. You're not going to win unless you Plague these dudes and bring them down a little bit. They just have so much armor and so much HP. Here's a Plague. There it is. Plague. Ooh. Another Plague. What if you get double Plagued? Ow. I don't think it doesn't stack or anything. Alright, so Defiler's getting assassinated too. It's not just High Templar. We're finding the Assassin's Blade today. It is definitely the Defilers as well. Once again, these 3/3 Adrenalings versus Plagued Zealots are going to do pretty well for themselves, but not in a 1-to-1 ratio. It's still not that good. Like, if plaguing them meant that one Zergling could kill one Zealot, that would be overpowered. You still got to have at least 2 to 3 Zerglings per Zealot instead of the, 4 that you traditionally, 4 Zerglings you traditionally need. Nope, right side base not taken. Soulkey's been on top of that all day, and he's hanging on to this one too. But the fact that these two bases are up and running is just not good for Soulkey. And I don't know, man. Another great Plague. This is the game of plagues. I don't know what this map... was it this map? Oh, boy, that's a great storm. That is such a good storm. And I think this 12 o'clock is just toast. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at how much Zerg there is to defend here, and I'm seeing none. Some Zerglings are kind of cruising up this way, but that hatch is dead at least. The Hydra pops out. Wrong place, wrong time. Again, Lurker Ling. Another Plague comes in. I'm not even sure if these guys needed to be plagued. Oh, some of them did. Some of them had not been plagued yet, somehow. There are Zealots on the field that have not been plagued yet. Did that storm miss? It did not. Is he out? Is he out of storm? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's an observer anyway. Alright, so look. It's 38 to 53 workers. This is not... I don't see it. Yeah, your cannon's not going to survive in the face of these Zerglings with these upgrades, and your probes aren't either. Nice drop in there, by the way. Oh, actually, hold on. The probes survived. What? That should not be possible. Those are fully upgraded Cracklings, man. Oh, now there's Zealots in the house. So that's not good for you. Hey, you killed a cannon that was on the way. GG. Got a lurker up here doing some kill. Okay, the probe count's down to 42. And Soulkey's up to 38 workers. Just these little lurker drop, ling drop stuff is doing some work here today. There's a single Dark Templar out for Mini. I'm not sure if he was made accidentally, but having a Dark Templar around is never a bad thing. 140 to 102 supply. Again, this is not looking good for Soulkey. If he oh, there's no way. If he holds on to this base with his handful of lings, sure. But look at this. This here Zealot Templar response, everything dies. You ready for everything to die? Yeah, that was it. One High Templar enough to wipe that out. Look at this. Enough Scourge to take down the Observers. Plagues the Zealots again. Plagues the High Templar to some extent. The Archons catch it. They don't care. But now the Lurkers are unapproachable, really. I mean, do you really want to toss down 2 storms for every Lurker? I get, do you have 2 storms for every Lurker? You know what? Maybe you do. Maybe you're totally fine with tossing down that many storms for the Lurkers. But what support do you have for your High Templar? The answer is not a whole ton. It's a couple Archons and a couple... Oh my gosh. Dude, these Templar are dead. Hang on, hang on. Okay, 2 Archons defending their Templar. Their Templar buddies. That was good for a minute. Guess who's hunting you down? And guess who's much faster than all of you? Archons are not fast. High Templar are not fast either. Archon down, but reinforcing Archons. This is some intense stuff right now. Oh, Archon dead, but the 2 very, very full health Archons are in the mix. One of them already has a bunch of kills. 3, 2, 1 upgrades. The Lurkers are sitting on +1 attack. Only +1 on the Lurkers is a problem, I feel like. Yeah, if these were 3/3 Lurkers, I think they would do so much more against these Zealots. Especially. Got a new Dark Archon out after our first buddy died. 148 to 93 supply. I mean, I'm not sure that I've ever cast a game where a player was more on the ropes for longer than Soulkey has been on the ropes here today. I'm looking at it. I mean, what he's doing with a handful of Lurkers, a couple Defilers, and some Zerglings. He's not teching into Ultras today at all. Did he just mind control something? No. He did not. What was that sound? It didn't sound like it was a feedback. Is that just a feedback? He's got a kill. Yeah, it was just a feedback. It's again, Archon friends. Heading on up. Lurkers coming from the backside. Dark Swarms up. A little bit preemptively here. Nice Plague. Again, really catching the units that fear it. The Archons are not that problem. Yeah, just too many Lings. Just too many Lings not getting a lot done here. And this 12 o'clock base is going to die for what feels like the 3rd time today. If not the 4th time today. Archons jumping into the mix. Doing all right for themselves. Again, if they had +3, I think they do even better than they are. Splitting the Lurkers out. Storm too much. Couple Lings out. Accomplishing nothing before they die. Like, +3 Archons just one-shot these guys. They do 39 damage splash. Oh my gosh, the Lings saved the day again. But once again, the number of bases, the amount of available income for the Protoss is just too much. Although, technically it is 3 mining bases to 2 mining bases. So if you're looking at it that way, it sort of makes sense that Soulkey has a chance to win this game. Yes, he's down 50 supply. Every time I check that number, he's not anywhere close to where he needs to be to win this game. But his Zergling control and his run-bys and his plagues... I don't even... Like, not even a Dark Swarm Ling attack's going to take this down because there are just 5 High Templars sitting here. waiting for that to be attempted. He knows the tech that Soulkey has. He knows that Storm defeats all of it. 10 Lings in production. Archon down. Just this roving band of zerglings, y'all. Incroyable. Ridiculously good. Alright, 175 to 112 supply. Soulkey's been in more dire straits today, y'all. He's been in worse places. Oh, I did not just catch a couple High Templar for free. One anyway. That counts. That counts as a free High Templar. Two would be better, but, you know, one. One's fine. So hope you're enjoying this, you know, 35, 40-minute ZVP today. Another plague. Is it enough? Oh, I think he stormed his own observers there a little bit. And once again, he cannot crack this nut. Oh, wait. Did I speak too soon? That Sunken goes down. That Sunken has been there since about the beginning of the game. And once again, the Dark Swarm forces Mini out of there. Plague 128 to 89 supply. Hey, the situation is somehow better. Hydras and Lings in production. Archon getting up into the main base. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish exactly by being up here other than killing all of these Zerglings, which you are going to do. 22 kill Archon. And finally goes down to some Hydras. I do like adding Hydras into the mix here to some extent. Not just the Lurkers, not just the Lings. Ah, he stormed his own High Templar. The thing about Storm, it's very powerful, and the friendly fire aspect is nuts, too. Oh, the Plague. And the Hydras coming in, the Lings coming in from the backside. Is Soulkey slowly, very slowly working his way up to a better position in this match? Kind of. Oh my gosh, another Archon goes down. That is a 28 kill Archon, ladies and gentlemen. Make Archons, Protoss. Them are good units against Zerg. Unless your opponent's going like mass Hydra, then don't make Archons. But otherwise, Archons are going to be great. 115 to 89 supply. Are we even? Did Soulkey just pull even in this game? Does Plague reveal? Plague reveals Dark Templar. It's like Ensnare. Wow. Did I know that? I think I knew that. You just don't see it. You just don't see Plague on Dark Templar is all. I feel like Soulkey needs another base if he's going to win this thing. That High Templar is bait. That High Templar is bait, Zerglings. They didn't take it that time. Just look at all these. Look at that. Oh. The percentage of zealots in this game that have not been plagued is like 4%. I cannot believe it's any higher than that. If you're a zealot in this game, you got plagued at some point. Statistically, that's what happened. I don't care what happens. This is getting an epic tag. I don't care who wins. Soulkey's absolute breakneck defense in situations where I thought he would have been dead for the last 20 minutes. And just the storm placements here from Mini, the macro, the base defense. I don't care who comes out on top. It is worth an epic tag. This has been non-stop ZVP for 40 minutes. What else do you want from Brood War? Are there more things? Yes, Nemesis, I know you want battle cruisers. But Not possible here. 170 to 112 supply. Mini. It's been a journey. Oh my gosh. There's your base, though. That's the thing that Soulkey needs to win this game. Zealot count high, but again, proportion of these guys are play good. 103 supply for Soulkey. There's nothing defending these top left bases, but it's just been too many times that I've seen Soulkey defend with nothing. Archon as an escort for High Templar. The Archon High Templar friendship is very good. Right? Because if you attack the Archon, the Storm can cover him. And if you attack the High Templar, the Archon can cover. It's really nice stuff. So this base does die. Top left is mined out anyway. And suddenly, we're down to this one, which... We pulling drones, boys. We're pulling the boys, sort of. We're transferring them into an active war zone anyway. And I don't know where the army is for Soulkey. He's making 2 zerglings at a time. He's just... Look, the Dark Swarm is good. It does help against the direct damage. The Storm... Oh, that Storm caught that Lurker. Are you kidding? We're down to 18 drones. 18 drones for Soulkey. There are 2 bases that haven't really been taken today, and that's it. Soulkey GG's out. And Mini is your winner in 41 minutes and 40 seconds. Again, this is a game that should really have been over sooner than it was. Soulkey was fighting and scraping and clawing and trying to win a game in which he went for a ton of early speedlings, killed virtually nothing. I think he killed a cannon and maybe a couple probes, but invested way too much money in early larvae into zerglings. And Mini just held on. And then he was up in economy, and he got a 3rd base up, and he got a 4th base up, and from there... I don't want to say it was a foregone conclusion, but Soulkey never had the amount of stuff that he needed to win this game. If he just played this thing straight and just had the economy that he should have had, I think he wins this game just through the sheer ability that he has with Zergling control, Dark Swarm, and Plague, and a Lurker positioning, and making Hydras as necessary, and Dark Swarms. I think he wins it. If he's ever at the same amount of supply or even a little bit more supply than Mini, he wins this game. But he couldn't do it because he didn't have the economy, because he hurt it so much with the early attack. But the fact that he decided to hold on for 30 minutes for 30 minutes is obscene. What a match. What a beautiful. Beautiful stuff from Soulkey. Mini, though, gets the win. He is our winner. Just played it as you need to. Archons, Storm, some Dark Archons, a ton of Zealots with good upgrades. Dragoons as necessary. Made it happen. No Corsairs either. He dealt with the Mutalisks very well. I think the Maelstrom really scared Soulkey out of going for a Mutalisk strategy. A lot of invited cannons and Archons anyway. So 332,000 points from Soulkey. 348,000 points from Mini is just... God, it's a lot. Ends up producing 1,475 units. This may be the all-time highest number of units I've seen produced in a non-fastest map game. That's 1,500 units, and so many of them are Zerglings. That helps a lot. Ends up losing all but about 100 of them at the end of the day, which that makes a lot of sense. This kill-death ratio for Mini is gross. That's so good from Mini. Bunch of buildings killed on both sides, and resources is just Mini across the board. More gas, more minerals, more spent. And if you're going to do that to a Zerg player, you're going to win. You're going to win a game if that's what it looks like after 40 minutes. Is you outgas mine, out mineral mine, and outspend a Zerg player as a Protoss, you better win that. If you don't, you did some things wrong. Man alive. All right. Good stuff. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another Patreon cast on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin a month before it showed up on YouTube. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.